Cav, doing a Formula E review for once? Yeah, I know, right? Let's talk about the first race of the Gen 3 era, the Mexico City ePrix, or it was the 2023 Hankook Tires Mexico City ePrix. And I'll tell you what, I wasn't too impressed, to be honest. I mean, there were impressive things. The win for Jake Dennis is very convincing. Jake Hughes had a brilliant debut for McLaren. McLaren had a really good start. Although they were the Mercedes team that switched to the Nissan powertrains, it showed that they know how to run different powertrains when they're not the factory outfit. And, yeah, probably showed Eden Abs up a little bit in that respect. Potentially the same for Envision with Buemi behind the wheel compared to Jag. But there are a lot of bits and pieces that I didn't really like the look of this race. And I'm not necessarily talking about the presentation of it, where they missed the overtake for the lead, or how Jack Nicholls called it the Formula 1 World Championship, or how when Jake Dennis gets on the podium, they show somehow a version of the Union flag from before the United Kingdom. I don't know how they managed to do that, to be honest. How they managed to mess that up. But, yeah, they messed that up somehow. Which, yeah. Either way, let's move on to the actual race itself. And it was good. Produced some action. Concerned about Friends' wrist, especially considering descriptions of it are particularly gruesome. We shouldn't have a new generation of car coming in and it be more lethal or dangerous. Even if it is that it's faster, it should still not compromise on the safety. I know part of it's a product of it not having power steering, but at the same time, broken wrist in the first race. All these cars breaking down, it doesn't really look that good. F1 had this kind of problem to a degree when the turbo hybrid era came in 2014, but it wasn't necessarily to the same extent that we're talking about with the Gen 3 cars. That said, it felt natural to watch the Gen 3's race. But there's a lot of little bits and pieces, which I don't know if it's because I loved the Gen 2 era. That's when I properly got into Formula E. But it just feels like a lot of the changes in terms of the presentation of it, and in terms of the actual race itself, aren't as entertaining. Like, I was expecting the cars being a bit narrower in the Gen 3 to mean that we'd have a lot more closer action. Sure, we had a 3-wide action into turn 1, but a lot of it felt a bit like an F1 race where they had to follow each other and see how that unfolded. And I don't think that necessarily produces great action. The race felt a bit slow, of course, marred by safety cars in that respect, but it just didn't feel like it had the same kind of energy that previous FE seasons have had. And yeah, I just didn't feel the same kind of vibe that I got when I'd be watching a Gen 2 race. I'll be interested to see how they do with Diriyah. I was happy that Mexico City was a season opener, because all of these season openers or big sporting events going out to the Middle East makes my ethics brain go a bit all over the place. But yeah, it's a good venue. This is the best race that we've seen at Mexico City, but let's see how Gen 3 settles in properly. All in all, I don't know. Still better than a lot of F1 races we saw last year, I can say that much. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.